Hello everyone, how are you today? It's Kay. So this is the 23rd of September and this is on Thursday. So let me get ready real quick. Alright, so I hope you're having a great day today. And I hope you're okay after the FOMC last night. Alright, so okay, so there was big news FOMC last night in the US and I didn't trade. And today also I didn't trade because the market was quite ranging and also retracing backwards in a daily chart basis. And that's why I decided to talk about the forecast lines today. About the forecast lines. So if you are new to my channel, forecast line is one of the Ichimoku strategies, and I will talk about it step by step on today's live stream. All right, I'm ready now, so let me squeeze my face and start the session now. All right, so before starting anything here, just a quick disclaimer. This information today is basically based on my understanding, knowledge, and experience. So when you take trades, please do at your own risk. And also, if you can please follow the rules and guidelines on this live stream, that would be great. So, before starting, quick announcement is that I uploaded a video today on this one about what happens on my email replies. And I'm sorry again for those who are actually waiting for my reply on the email, because somehow a couple of emails were actually on the spam box on my email account. So because I'm using Gmail, and on the Gmail itself there's like a thread of the emails so let's say if I receive the email today and like a couple of emails on today is like stuck into one thread, and in case one of these emails is a spam or the advertisement, the whole list of the email is categorized as a spam, and I wasn't able to notice on these emails. So once again, I'm sorry what happened on the email reply, and I knew you were waiting for a long time, for more than 20 days for my email reply in terms of Ichimoku community, how to download the ebook, and also what you can expect on the GTS, and about some questions about the Ichimoku and my knowledge and my strategies. So I have replied all the emails, but in case if I miss any emails, please kindly write me an email again so that I will make sure to check, because now I changed the setting of the email so that I can receive all the emails for now. So so let's start the session now. So let me say hi to everyone quickly. So and I see Yasaki is here now in the Ichimoku community. Thank you for joining, Yasaki. So this is actually one of the most frequent asked questions is how to download the ebook, how to download the Ichimoku books I wrote in the Ichimoku community. And let me briefly explain. Please come to my website. Once you click the join button on YouTube, and please come to the web page, my web page from the below description, and click on services and click on Ichimoku community. And in here, if you scroll down on this page, then you can find here, click here, sorry, hold on, let me just cancel this one. Yeah, it says click here to join Ichimoku Discord. So please click on this one and you will see the pop-up, and simply click here, continue to Discord or accept invite. Then you're able to log into Discord, and just follow the instructions afterwards and connect your YouTube to Discord, and you can get all the perks. So Yeah, because recently I get these emails many times because I know there are new joiners, new members. So yeah, please click here and click accept invite and you get all the perks. But once again, Yasaki, thank you for joining Ichimoku community. And I hope you master the essence of Ichimoku within the community. So there are lots of projects going right now, right? Myself, like in public live stream, I'm actually creating the themes for October. Most likely in October, I will do less live streams, but I will do more videos and newly recorded videos of price action, lines, Ichimoku, and money management and psychological management. I am already writing some draft on what I will be talking about on each week. So most likely first week of October, it's going to be about the price action. I will deeply talk about the price action. And the second week of October is going to be a line, how to draw the lines, support line, resistance line, and trend lines, and kind of trend lines, and so on. And third week will be, hold on, let me take a memo here. And third week, I will be talking about mental management, mind management. And the following week, I will talk about the money management. And then I will talk about I will create the videos about Ichimoku part to 6 to 10 series. I will talk about forecast lines, which I will be talking about today, forecast lines, and also price theory, wave theory, and time theory, and also Q-Lex. So, and also I will talk about my own trading strategies, KTS, and so on. So because I think right now, I think it's time to focus on the basics right now, because I have been doing the live streams for the last almost 2 years, and now it's kind of like stop the live stream and redo these basics, and then so that you can understand fully about how I view the markets, not only by Ichimoku, but also price action, candlesticks, and lines, so that when you see the future live streams, you can have better understanding on what I talk about or how I process in mind on this market analysis. So yeah, and that's a project in public. And in Ichimoku community, I will be reviewing each chapter of Ichimoku Basic Master Book, Ichimoku Basic Theories book every week, and that's coming up in October. So yeah, sorry, before briefly talking about the previous experience in my YouTube channel, I have been doing this for almost like 2.5 years. And interestingly, it was September 2 years ago when I published Ichimoku Basic 1 to 5 series. And I was looking back my previous videos, and today, September 23rd, 2020, it was 2019, 2 years back, was exactly when I posted the Ichimoku Basic Part 4, Jugi Kakugi topic. So, and now I'm thinking to create another new videos for these basics. So time flies, but this learning journey never ends. So hopefully you continue to learn and master the basics and concept about these, basic price action and lines and Ichimoku here. I think I will talk about in a specific video, not only live stream, but also I will create a specific video to announce it. But just for the heads up, it's what you can expect in this community here. So yeah, once again, thank you for joining today on this Thursday's live stream. So let's see, let me quickly say hi to everyone. Regelo and Faiz, Blackwater, Roge, and Zakaria, good to see you. William, thank you for joining as well. Good to see you. All right, let's see. Make sure the microphone is working okay now. Yeah, it's working. Yeah. Sometimes microphone is turned off, so I have to reconfirm sometimes. Hello, Gabby. Good to see you too. And Nami, Wong, Levinas, Muhammad. Good to see you too. And Mari, Laurent, Asif, Min, Bedsheet, Melanie, Jagadish. Good to see you as always. Thank you for joining. All right. Lots of people today. It's nice to see all the traders here. Hey, Gani, Peter. Good to see you. All right, Zakaria and Maria, Daryl, Kale. Good to see you too. And Victor. Ihan, Kishore. Srinan and Orvin. Good to see you. All right, so let's start. Let's start about the forecast lines. So, since markets has been retracing backwards, I thought it's a perfect timing to talk about the forecast lines. So, if you are following my YouTube for a while, then you might know what the forecast line is about. But if you're new to my community here, I think you have no idea what are the forecast lines. So, let me briefly talk about and explain what the forecast line is. So let me fit this in the page and start the session. Okay, so the forecast lines is one of the Ichimoku strategies, which is actually presented on the original book of Ichimoku. And the forecast lines are to capture how market has been reversing backwards. So no market keeps going up, no market keeps going down. And especially these Forex pairs, it just goes up and down every week and every month or every day. It goes up and down. And forecast lines are effective to capture the market reversal and how strong the market reverses. But not only that, how market will be moving after the reversal. You can kind of have a sense of these ideas by the forecast lines. And so, to draw the forecast lines, first, just pick up whatever the market and come to the daily chart. You can do it right now with your chart also. So I pick, for example, EUR/JPY. I picked the EUR/JPY, and yesterday, the market was reversing backwards on the 22nd September on the daily chart. So once you identify this reversal, then simply draw two lines, and one from this low to the Kumo, which was forming at that time of the low. So Kumo is shifted 26 candles to the future, including this candlestick. So technically, in the trading view, you draw it all the way to the right, 25 candles, and you draw it to Senko span A. Sorry, this is Senko span B, and also you draw another one to Senko span A. So technically, you draw these two lines to Senko span AB, and these are the focus lines. I think it's pretty simple. It's very simple. I think it's much easier than drawing the trend lines or support line resistance lines. I think this is very simple, but this is very powerful. So once again, identify the swing lows at the reversal and capture the bottom here. And from here, you draw two lines, one to Senko span A and one to Senko span B, which was forming at this bottom here, which was 22nd of September. Okay. So what happened is that as we monitor the market, so right now the market retraces all the way back to Kijun Sen, and the price is now into the Kumo, and Chikou span is too close with the candles, and there is no direction. Looks like this is becoming double bottom, but we're not sure yet. So from here, it may go up and down, and we don't know which way it's going. But the point is, what can happen after the until the end of the forecast lines. So the end of the forecast line is 27th of October. And in between, the price action becomes very important. So simply, if you can also expect the market goes up continuously this way and lands above the forecast lines, then you expect the market is bullish and the market tends to go up afterwards. And somehow the market goes into the range and it lands within the focus lines. It's range still, and the market most likely will be in the range for a couple more days or weeks. And if the market lands below the focus lines, that means the market is bearish after 26 days and it can go down this way. So simply, these are the expectations by the forecast line. So this is actually the introduction of the forecast line. There's more to it, and I would like to explain that also. But this is the forecast line. So once again, draw the two lines, one from the bottom to Senko span A, another one to bottom to Senko span B, and monitor how the price moves afterwards. So this is the future market, and we don't see it yet. But for example, here, the previous bottom, you can also draw from here the forecast lines. So if you take the previous low, which was forming on the 19th of August, basically you draw it from here, one line to Senko span B, which was forming at that time was 25 candles in trading view. And also other one to here, Senko span A, which was forming at that time. So it was here. So today is exactly the end of the forecast line. And so you can monitor this, and if today's candlestick closes within the forecast lines and within the Kumo, and that means it goes into the range. It tends to go in the range for the next couple of days. But if the close price today becomes below the forecast lines, below the Kumo, then it might go bearish afterwards. I mean, to be precise, if the market close becomes below the forecast lines, then it could go down this way. But if it lands within the forecast lines, it tends to go in the range. If it goes above the Kumo, which is unlikely in this situation, but if it lands it above, then it goes up afterwards. So it looks like it's either range or bearish. And in this condition, we better wait for this daily candle close. So this is a bit more practical way to use forecast lines on today's market. And make sure you use this on the daily chart. Technically, it works on a forward chart, but I recommend you to do it in a daily chart or above time frames. Daily, weekly, or even monthly chart. It's more effective. So, okay with this idea? I hope this is clear. You know, there are many strategies on Ichimoku, which is only written in the original books, and this is just one of them. So the idea of the forecast lines is that, as Goichi Hosoda mentions, Ichimoku is not here to predict the future, but Ichimoku is here to see the market as of now, what has been happening, and what is happening now, to be able to create a scenario to the future. So, because basically that's all we can do. We can't see the future, we can't predict the future. So we have to build these strategies and scenarios with a logical with some logics and also some of these ideas on these strategies. So that was Euro JPY. So let's see. Yeah, so KL, you can't use it on the 1 hour chart. I recommend you to do it on the daily chart above time frames. So let's look into some other markets by the forecast lines today. So let's see. What about pound yen? Pound yen has been ranging also. It just broke the Kijun Sen uppers now in the daily chart. But basically this is range. And this is normal P wave. So I will just delete the lower line here. But it looks like this is more of the bearish, like a descending P wave, sort of. So the market might reach to the top and might reverse backwards. And since there was a previous low here on the 20th of August, you can draw from here 2 lines to the Kumo. So one to the bottom to single span B, which was forming at that time, and also single span A to here. And so tomorrow is going to be exactly when the focus line ends. So let's see where the market will be closed tomorrow. So once again, if it closes within the Kumo, then it might be range for some while. If it closes above the Kumo, then it tends to go up. If it closes below the Kumo, it might be bearish afterwards. So let's see which of this scenario can happen on this particular market. And also, pound yen is respecting time cycles. On the lows and highs are in 13, 14 on the highs, and the lows are 22, 24 hours time cycles. So with that in mind, we just monitor the chart. Right now, it's retracing backwards. And as I mentioned before, this is within the P wave. So what can happen here is that, so let's say tomorrow's candlestick closes within the Kumo, which is going to be also within the focus lines. And in that case, the market might be range for a couple of days here. And once it reaches to the next potential henkabi on the highs, so these are the henkabi, what we call henkabi in Japanese. It's translated as changing date or day of change in English. So this date right here is the future henkabi. And once the market reaches the future henkabi, which is, hold on, this is the 1st of October. Once the market reaches the 1st of October as range within the Kumo and touches the descending trend line, and then it may continue to go down this way afterwards, because after all, this is in the descending P wave, and the market might drop down to the support level. So if you can understand Ichimoku correctly, and also lines price actions, you can kind of capture this scenario. But once the market breaks this descending trend line upwards as well as the henkabi upwards, then it may go up afterwards like this, or range maybe. So this is a bit advanced way to combine forecast lines with other confirmations, but it helps you to see market from different perspectives like this, which is very important. If you only see charts as where it goes up or down, then it's not enough. You have to create both scenarios. If the market goes up, then what would you do? If the market goes down, then what would you do? And that's why we need strategy to support our trades in that way, because we can't see the future. So let's look into some other markets. Let's see. I get a request from Hussein about euro dollar. Yeah, I know you saying you always, trade euro dollar. So let's take a look at it. Euro dollar daily chart. And yeah, right now, this is retracing backwards, but it's still within the range. So let's take the previous low in this example, which was forming on 20th of August, and draw two lines using span B and A. Span B was here, which was forming at that time, and span A. And by the way, I take 25, and you might wonder why you take 25, because Kumo shifted 26 to the future. And my answer is because of the trading views option. Trading view, when you count the number of candles, the trading view doesn't take this one as 1. It takes it as 0. So let's see, if I just try to draw the line from here, and if I press the left click, and it says 0 bar. Right, it says 0 bar, and if you drag it all the way to the right, 26, then technically, in the Ichimoku counting way, this is 27, because Ichimoku counts this candlestick as 1, not 0. This candlestick should be 1 and count forward, and that's why you have to technically use 25 on TradingView. So it's a bit tricky, but this is the perfect way. So whenever you see Kumo shifted 26 to the candles back to the future, or Chikou span 26 to the backwards, you have to take this current forming candlestick as 1, not 0, and count forward and backwards, just to make sure. You have to use the correct way to count the candlesticks in that way. Otherwise, you may be off in time cycles on these forecast lines and do analysis on these markets. All right, so once again, the forecast line, we can draw two lines here, and looks like market is below the Kumo here. And forecast lines end exactly here tomorrow on the 24th of September. So we have to also wait where the market is going to be closing. So once again, if it closes below the forecast lines, below the Kumo, then from tomorrow, from the day after tomorrow, from the 25th, it may go down this way. It tends to go down this way. If it lands within the Kumo, the forecast lines, then it may be range. So we'll see on this one too. But right now, Kumo's flat. I mean, Kumo's a bit bearish, but this is too small, too thin. And we can't trust this bearish Kumo in this case. And Kijun-sen flat. Chikou span has been tracing previous candles. So it's range, and from here, we don't know which way it's going. So as per daily chart, we better stay away, is my opinion. So yeah, and let's see. Let's check some other markets now. Yeah, Evergrande, right? Yeah, it's gonna be a big impact in the market. If it goes default, then of course it's gonna impact most of the indices in the world, and probably gold and Bitcoin even will be impacted a lot. All right, let's see. Sain says, I also tried USD JPY and gold. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. Yeah, looks like you always question about euro dollar, so I thought that's why you're always into this particular market. Eric says AUD NZD. All right, let's see. AUD NZD. All right, AUD NZD daily chart. This has been bearish, but wicks are pointing upwards. So if I see this at first glance, this is a bit tricky market. although I sell, it might be hit the stop loss, the market goes down in the long term. So in this kind of condition, I won't trade in the lower time frames. I prefer to take the higher time frame like daily chart, how to say, like daily chart, and also 1 hour chart trading edge. Because if you trade 5-minute chart or 50-minute chart, you might get stop losses. It can be a very tricky market. But anyways, this is bearish. The Kumo's down, Kijun Sen is down also, and Chikou span below the candles. And in this case, we can't use the forecast lines because there is no retracement in the market. So let's say once market try to retrace backwards to Kijun Sen, then we can draw the forecast lines, but not now. So the market has been ranging, and it looks like we have consecutive doji candles. So I would prefer to wait for the break of the previous support, which is around 1.0278, then look for the sell chance. Yeah, I think that's what I would do. But personally, I don't trade entity pairs because the spread's a bit higher on my broker, and also it's volatile in the lower time frames. All right, Brandon Yun, thank you for joining here. Good to see you too. All right, let's see. Albert says CADJPY, please. All right, CADJPY. Let's see. So today, hopefully, by the end of this live stream, you master the focus lines. So here is CADJPY. All right, so the market is 3 times supported, and now it's going up. But this is also looking like descending P wave to me. So it's been downtrending, descending P wave. So the market might be touching here and retraces and goes down this way. But with that in mind, let's see if this is the end of the forecast lines or not, if this is near the end of the forecast line. So from the previous low, on the 20th of August, I draw 2 lines, one to Senko span B, 25. Make sure to take 25 on trading view. By the way, how it counts it. So 25 candles, and tomorrow is the end of the forecast line. And right now the market is going into the Kumo. So if tomorrow will be bearish and comes below the Kumo like this, and then from the day after, it may go down this way. But if tomorrow lands within the Kumo like this, or a bit breaks above the descending trend line, then it may range. And once the market breaks a Kumo, then it may go up in this direction, is my view. But technically right now we can't tell because this is range. So this is more of the swing traders mindset. And I wouldn't jump in this condition because the market can reverse backwards anytime because Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, and Chikou span touching in the daily chart. $87.3 strong resistance. 87.3 would be like here. Yeah, so there are 2 weeks upwards and also descending trend line. So it may be resisted and reverses backwards from tomorrow. We'll see on that one. All right, Peter says, Kay, what it means between the forecast lines. Between the forecast lines means that the market is range. So if the market lands within the forecast line, then it might be in the range. for next couple of days. Is simply what I mean. So yeah, so this is a bit of extra information, extra confirmation about these markets. So hopefully you can master this, because this is very effective. And sometimes the forecast lines act as a support resistance lines. And sometimes, you know, the market, for example, goes up. In this case, there is no resistance supports, but sometimes market goes up supported by the forecast lines like this. Or it may be reversal and goes down this way too. It works like this also, and that's why it's worth to look at. Okay, so let me take some other comments here now. Okay, Boonhong says gold. All right, let's check gold. I'm catching up these comments right now. So let's see. XAU USD gold. Daily chart today is bearish, but still now it's within the Kumo here. So there is no trend and no trace. However, we can capture some movements or potential momentum by the forecast lines. So in this case, I will take the swing low here, which is marked on the 9th of August, and draw two lines, one to Senko span B, and the other one to Senko span A. B was very steep downtrend, so I will take here, and Senko span A would be over here. So you can see that the market landed within the forecast lines on the 13th September at the end of the forecast lines. And now this is still ranging in the daily chart. Still Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat. So we can't tell which way it goes. So, but looks like in price action, it looks to be bearish, and the market broke the head and shoulders. Neckline was 1780.09, and there is a retest yesterday. So I expect the market goes down, but I will look for the sell after the market breaks the previous support around 1745.57. Otherwise, it may bounce and it may create a range market because Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat. So yeah, let's wait for the breakout. And once it breaks, we can expect the pips to the downwards in that case. But looks like there was no impact by FOMC last night. I think the market is still ranging on gold in the daily chart. All right. So once again, I review these markets, but these are kind of the sample analysis. So my intention is for you to be able to analyze charts by yourself, not asking me. So hopefully you get the essence and learn on my daily videos and live stream this way. All right, let's take the next one from Surinan. He says, can you review US 30 Dow Jones? Let's see. All right, here's Dow Jones. And so the market is now into the Kumo again. And the Kumo itself is flat. I mean, this is bearish Kumo, but the Kumo itself is too small, too tiny. So we can't trust this bearish trend, bearish Kumo. And Kijun Sen flat right now, and Chikou span came backwards to the candles, and the market is range now. And in this condition, we cannot use the forecast lines. Perhaps we can take the swing high here on the 17th of August. So let's see from here. We draw two lines, one to single span A, and other one to single span B. Like this. So looks like a market ended with below the forecast lines. However, from here, the market was supported at 33720 and bounces backwards. So yeah, looks like it didn't go down continuously, and we have to delete these forecast lines because it's not working in this condition. However, time cycles has been working. Time cycles on the lows are in 21 to 24 time cycles on these swing lows. And so I was expecting the market reverses somewhere here, which was 24 bars after the previous Henkabi. And it looks like the market is reacting by that and goes up, retracing backwards this way. So the next high was actually here, but I think it's going to be a bit further to the future. So whenever the market retraces backwards, I will capture that time cycle, and I expect the market goes bearish until the next time cycle on the low, which is most likely be 24 candles to the future around the 22nd of October is going to be the next Henkabi. So I will continue to monitor the chart. This. So from here, this is the 16th candle will be here. So yeah, it's going to be 2 days later from today. It may mark the top and may go bearish until the 22nd of October. So we'll see on that one. We continue to monitor in this community here. I will just save these time cycles like this. So yeah, but overall market looks to be very tricky. There is no stable trends. So simply I would avoid taking trades in this condition. All right, Hussein, you're welcome. Hello, Arara. Good to see you too. Thank you for joining. Let's see. Florent says, "Hi Kay, what happens when price broke the forecast line before 26 period? Then most likely the market goes towards that direction, towards a breakout direction. Then simply you delete the forecast lines and read charts by Kumo Kijun Sen, Ichimoku 5 lines, price action. You don't really use forecast lines in that case." All right, Minoru Endo says, Sensei K, we may take a look at IBOV, please. All right, let's see. Let me just type IBOV. Okay, so this is one of... Okay, so this is index. And all right, so daily chart shows this is still bearish. The market has been resisted by the Kijun Sen and it's going down. Right now, market retraces backwards to Kijun Sen and it may touch here and goes bearish afterwards. In this example also, we cannot use the forecast line because this retracement is a bit too short period. But this is bearish market. Let me see. Let me squeeze the chart. Oh, it looks like there was a support here. at 1073.72 and bounces back up right now. Let's see. I think weekly is downtrend. Oh, it's retracing backwards to the Kumo now. Okay, so on the weekly chart, I think we can use the focus lines. So on the week of 7th of June, we draw a focus line 1 to Senko span A, and the other one to Senko span B. This. And simply monitor chart until the week of 29th of November. It's been retracing backwards, and we see Tenkan Kijun dead cross here. So, and Chikou span is about to break. So once Chikou span breakout happens, then the market goes into the Kumo. And this part Kumo is very thin, relatively thinner than other Kumo. So when you see thin Kumo like this, it can penetrate easily. And once it goes through, the market lands below the focus lines, and it may break the support and may go down this way. But if the market continues to be in a range, then most likely it will land within the focus lines, and it may continue to be in a range like this. But if there's a big news in the market, positive news to this index, then the market goes up, breaks the focus lines, and goes up in this direction. Is my view. So I would wait until the week of the 29th of November. Of course, you can trade in the lower time frames, but this is a range. So to me, I think this is a bit difficult to read which way it goes, potentially. Yes, I play the violin, yes. I played one song on my second channel. So you can come to my second channel and enjoy my violin play. So my second channel is about my private lives in small talks, and yeah, I upload some of the previous videos about my Japan life, my Shiba dog vice, and also other contents. So yeah, and in here I have played the violin here, so please visit and enjoy my play. This is for fun, second channel. Recently, I have been posting some of the talks and also my neighbor around in downtown Dubai. So hopefully you enjoy the videos here. But on this main channel, I mainly talk about Forex. So I kind of separate these two topics on these two different channels on YouTube. So let's see. Okay, so yeah, I do many comments. I see many comments and many viewers here. But unfortunately, I have to go and switch to the Ichimoku membership live. So once again, thank you for joining everyone. And thank you for the comments and chats. After I finish the live stream, I will come back to this live stream and read all other comments and enjoy these analysis and impressions. So yeah, once again, thank you for joining. If you liked it, please press the like button before you leave. And since I have been uploading some highlight videos on my previous live streams, if you don't want to miss any of these, please press the subscribe and click the bell notification button so that you get notified as I post the new videos and do the new live streams on my YouTube channel. So yeah, once again, thank you for joining. And for those who are joining Ichimoku community, I will see you in about 10 minutes. So until I see you next time, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. Bye for now. Mata ne. Thank you.